my channel. So today's video I will be cleaning out my fridge and freezer. My freezer needs more TLC than my fridge does at the moment. It's just like stacked on stacks of stuff. It looks like a Jenga game in there. So it really needs to be organized and cleaned out. But before we get started with that, I would like to mention that this video is in collaboration with a YouTube mama. Her name is Kirstin and her channel is called Love Mama Shark. So I will be sure to link her channel as well as her collab video in my description box below. And she is a stay-at-home mom. She's a boy mom. She does a lot of day in the life videos as well as some hauls. She has a really cool channel. I love watching her stuff, so be sure to check her out. We'll both be cleaning out our fridges, so it's gonna be a fun time. And I'm gonna show you guys a before of my fridge and freezer, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so first of all, my fridge is covered in magnets. You can see how much my son loves playing in the kitchen. So here's our fridge. Pretty stacked, but that is because yesterday was the Super Bowl, so we have a lot of leftover pizza and just a bunch of leftover wings, stuff like that. But for the most part, our fridges need some organizing as well. And this is the side of it, so that's gonna need some work. Now I'm gonna open up my freezer, and this is the part I'm talking about that's truly a disaster case. I mean, stacks upon stacks upon stacks. So that needs to be seriously done. I honestly might do my freezer before my fridge, because you can compare the two and see which one needs more help. So let's begin. So my plan is to take everything out of my freezer shelf by shelf, just go through it, see what's old, see what's still good, and make separate piles. As you can see, my son has a lot of breakfast items in that freezer, and it's just stacked upon each other, and it's very cluttered. So I'm going to go through it and do some serious organizing. Alright, so over here on the floor, you can see I made separate piles. This is the stuff that I will be getting rid of. It's old. This is the stuff I will be keeping, but I am going to throw away some boxes so it takes up less space. So this is all the stuff that I'm keeping. There's even some boxes up here, but that stuff I'm keeping as well. So you can see the empty shelves now, so I have more space to organize them. So I'm going to put everything back that I'm keeping and toss what is old. Okay, here's my after results. I gotta tell you, it's a huge difference. I took out a lot of those chocolate chip pancakes out of the box because they take up so much space in the box. It's much easier to just take them out and keep them in the packages like that. So I put those there. My second shelf is all breakfast foods. The third shelf is even more breakfast foods. Can you tell that my child is breakfast obsessed? Down here we have some pierogies, some shrimp, a few other things, but at least I know where everything is. I'm not gonna pull out one thing and 500 things are gonna fall. So you can see much, much more organized now. And I still have my pile on the floor, which I will be tossing. Those are just old stuff, so there's my after. I have to say I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Okay, so now we're back to my fridge. Like I said, my fridge really isn't too much of a mess compared to my freezer. It's been a while since I've cleaned out my freezer, as you could see. My fridge I like to keep organized on a daily basis as much as I can. So I really just went through it quickly, but there really wasn't much to get rid of. A lot of the food we have in here is just leftovers from the Super Bowl, like I said earlier. So lots of pizzas just stacked upon each other. Some Costco delicious tacos that we'll be having for dinner tomorrow. So I'm just going to take the pizza that's stacked up there and move it to the drawer. And that way there's more room up on top, so that might help a little. But other than that, maybe move the apple juice around. But it really didn't need too much of an over clean as opposed to my freezer. So the freezer was a disaster. I'm glad to see it's a nice breath of fresh air when I look at it now. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to check out Kirstin's channel. See you guys again soon.